Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I Stand Alone Gaming. Thank you for joining me on another episode of our SnowRunner series, and I really hope you enjoy it.
Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show.
Alright guys, hopefully in this episode I can redeem myself a little bit. In the last episode I made a bunch of mistakes. I missed some turns, I dropped some cargo. I did get to show you how to use the crane, but it turns out we didn't even need the spare parts. We need bricks. So in this episode we're going to try to get the bricks. With that being said, the first thing I'm going to do is take this crane off. It's just extra weight that we have that we don't really need right now. It's all the way at the bottom here. Take that off. Now, should make it a little bit easier to get through the mud. Alright, now that we have the crane off, we're going to go ahead and make it daytime. And we're going to head to the warehouse. We're going to go grab those bricks, finish that contract, and hopefully move forward with either contracts or some of the tasks that are on the map. So I'll probably fast forward to the warehouse and I'll see you guys there. Now the reason I always drive up over this hill right here is because I always seem to get stuck in that watery zone. Not sure why, but I like to avoid it when I can.
Gotta focus on yourself, on your faith, on your dreams, on your mind, on your health, yeah. You gotta work, never tell, keep your head down, find what you love and excel, yeah.
Alright guys, now that we're here, we're just going to pick up the bricks and head back to the farm.
And repel any hate, go create what you want, feel compelled, yeah. And once you finally get a taste of the race, you'll never look back once you felt that. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth, just focus on yourself first. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth, just focus on yourself first. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth, just focus on yourself first.
Alright guys, here we are. We finally made it back to the farm. Now this should be the last of the materials we need for the contract. So let's go ahead and drop those off. There we go, finished it. 420 experience, $3,800. And we can move on to the next one. The essentials. I need 2 more bricks, 2 wooden planks, and 2 fuel. Now fuel, I believe, is going to be all the way up here at the factory. I could be wrong. Wood's here. Bricks there. And I think fuel is actually in Smithfield Dam. Oh, okay, so this whole quest is for Smithfield Dam. That's when you travel through the gateway over here. So it's in the actual next area. So we're going to take a look at these other ones quick. We could do this one. That one's pretty easy. We could do this one also. Now all the timber ones we're not going to do. The logs are going to be for later in the game when you get better tires and stuff. It just makes it so much easier. So the things that we can do, I think it was Steel River Supplies. We'll do that one. Now both of the ones that we can do require you to deliver a trailer, which isn't such a huge deal, except for when you need the saddle low or saddle high, you need to actually go and attach that to your frame. That is the only stipulation. Other than that, I think we should be good to go. So we need to deliver a fuel carrier trailer, which is over here, to the town storage, which is over here. So it's a good thing we restored that wooden bridge in that episode. Remember, I told you that opens up another path to get to the town storage over here. And then we also need to deliver 2 consumables, which is from the farm here. Consumables you get from farms, and the wooden planks. So what we're going to do, we're going to deliver consumables right now. We are already at the farm. We're going to take those straight to this town storage. And then we can go pick up the wooden frame, or the wooden planks. And we can also go get the trailer then. Just go right across from the lumber mill and pick up that fuel trailer. So we're going to try to bang this out really quick. We also have that GMC over there. We can actually probably use that GMC to go grab the wooden planks. And then maybe even just go and deliver the trailer with the Fleet Star. But if we're going to be driving one vehicle either way, might as well just take the one. But you could always have one like set in certain locations. So say for example, if I wanted to take the GMC, which is right here, and I wanted to go park that at the lumber mill, so that way anytime we need lumber, we could just hop in that truck and go. You could always do that for like future contracts and stuff. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to pick it up with the Fleet Star. I like the Fleet Star a little bit more. It's got a little bit better maneuvering with the 4-wheel drive, or their all-wheel drive, and diff lock. The GMC does not have either of those, I don't think. We also did unlock a better engine for the Fleet Star. I believe it's also for the GMC. So keep that in mind when you go for upgrades. I haven't had a reason to put it in yet, but maybe next time we go to the garage, if I remember, I'll equip the new engine. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. I'll meet you guys back at the town hall. Alright, so here we are, rolling back into town storage. We're going to drop these consumables off. Go straight for the wooden planks. We could go see... Yeah, let's do that. We're going to go see if we can pick up the trailer first. I'm pretty sure we don't need a saddle low for this one, or a saddle high. So we should be able to pick it up and then pick up the logs on the flatbed on the way back. So that's what we're going to do. So we got to go through the lumber mill, over into the rigging area, over the wooden bridge, and then the fuel carrier is right on the other side. So I'll speed this up a little bit, and I'll see you when we get there. Alright, so when you get to the fork in the road here, you want to make this right. And as you can see right there, that's our fuel carrier. All we should have to do is pick this up, bust a U-turn, show you a little trick real quick. So when you're going through here, you can actually attach your winch. See how I can pull the trailer to the side instead of having to bang the whole UE. I can attach the trailer. And then we can already just head straight this way, which is where we need to go. Go across the bridge again, head back towards the lumber mill, grab those wood planks, and drive up to the town storage. And then that's the whole quest done already. Look at that. I already feel like I redeemed myself. And then we're going to do another quest real quick. Should be along the way. We need steel beams and I believe bricks for the next quest. And we'll need a saddle low, but we can't do everything at once, so we're going to grab the steel beams from the town storage, I think. Or maybe we'll recover and go to the warehouse, because it's a little bit closer to the factory. Because I believe the next quest is for the factory. I'll speed this trip up a little bit, and I'll get back to you at the lumber mill.
About others way before myself, yeah. I guess that's why I feel like I go through hell, damn. Wasting time on your dreams instead of...
Alright, so we're back here at the lumber mill. Gonna detach the trailer quick. We're gonna go pick up these wooden planks. I don't want to hop in that mud there with the trailer. First, real quick, pick up the trailer again, and then let's see if we can make it back up to the town storage without any issues. Definitely got a lot of weight on this truck right now, and these are some of the easier paths, but you never know. Still potential we can get stuck. But I'm going to try to drive back to the town storage, and I'll see you guys there.
Franchise around on a dime, man. It's all about finding your right state of mind. It's all about turning the worst into fine. It's all about time and the work and the climb. From the thirst we will rise. I'm immersed in this.
Alright, we got that one done pretty quickly. So as an example, the whole reason we took care of all the obstacles in the, I think it was episode 3 and 4 maybe, we took care of a lot of the obstacles that were in our way, like the bridges and everything else. If we didn't have this wooden bridge here to grab that fuel container, we would have had to drive all the way down here, all the way across the highway here, and then all the way back up to the town, instead of driving right through this area. So we saved ourselves a little bit of time. That quest, Smithville Dam. So the only quest we have left is this pipe dream one. So I was thinking we could grab the metal beams from here and drive them over. But I think it would make more sense to just go back to the garage, recover, and go to the warehouse for those parts. But we're actually going to do something different. We're going to do one of the tasks instead. We're going to go up here and do King of the Hill. We're going to do that with one of our scouts. And then maybe we'll do one of the other quests. We'll see how much time we got left. But for now, we're going to recover. As I said before, if I remembered, we're going to install that engine. So as you can see, we got a different engine here. Doesn't seem like it has too many increases, at least not for the Fleet Star, but we're gonna equip it anyway. I don't think we got any other things complete for this truck, but it doesn't hurt to look. Every now and then, if you're not sure if you unlock something, always take a look. We have some decent money now, so I'm just going to go ahead and buy the snorkel now. There won't be a lot of scenarios where you need like a whole lot of clearance from water, but it does happen. So better to have it, not need it, not have it. Now these are just kind of like looks for your aesthetics, you know. They don't really increase anything, but some of them look pretty neat. Like you can get a little visor, a little step ladder for your thing. You can get dual stacks, and then you can change your rims. All aesthetics, but they don't really do much for your overall performance. You could change the color, and there's interior design too, aesthetics. So we're gonna switch back to the Chevy. Now, if you remember, we got the mud tires on the Chevy and the snorkel. One thing I am gonna get while we're gonna go do this King of the Hill is the autonomous winch, or the autonomous scout here. Basically what it does is put your winch on a separate battery so that you can use it even when the engine is off. Say for example you flip your vehicle, you could still use your winch to try to flip yourself back over. Definitely comes in handy, especially when you're using scouts, because scouts technically are used to like explore the harder, like more difficult terrain. So it's better to have them on there. So we're gonna go up here, head for the King of the Hill. Basically all you gotta do for that is get up 2 hills. There's 2 locations. They want you to drive to the top of like the mountain and basically just explore. And we're gonna go and do that as soon as we can. Now even with this vehicle I like to drive off to the right a little bit. Try not to flip your truck on a rock. Now we should have a little bit easier time with the Scout because we do have those mud tires, but I still like to avoid it. The faster you can go, the better. Doesn't really matter whether or not you can make it. You know, sometimes it's better to drive around an area if you know it'll be a little bit faster than trying to drive straight through it.
Take your time and your worth, just focus on yourself first.
Alright, we made it up. This is the location of where the task is. You accept the task, it'll take you to 2 other separate locations. Accept, start tracking. Now I know for a fact the first one is straight up through here. You just drive straight through, follow this path, and this is where the paths become more difficult. You wouldn't be able to drive your Fleet Star through here. I mean, you might be able to, but I mean, that's up to you if you want to risk it. Especially when you got these big bubbly tires, they like to like leap off of things. Say you hit like a rock or something, they're more likely to just throw you off, send you for a tumble. It's one of the reasons I got the autonomous scout. You know, it's one of those things where I hope I don't need to use it. I hope I don't flip my vehicle, but if I do, I have an option instead of having to recover. As you can see, it's getting even tighter. This is why I recommend grabbing the scout for this. Alright, location 1. Look at that view though. Take a screenshot of that. Maybe use it as a thumbnail. Alright. Now the tricky part, especially when you're doing this quest, is if you want to do both, you gotta try to find a way down now. Luckily, through the magic of editing, I'm gonna probably fast forward my way down. And I'll see you guys at the bottom of the hill.
Don't let somebody take your time and your worth. Just focus on yourself first. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth. Just focus on yourself first. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth. Just focus on yourself first.
Whew, and we are back. Let me tell you, it was a lot more tricky getting down that hill than it was getting up the hill. But we made it through. So the next one, I want you to go this way, oh, and this way. So we're gonna go get that quick. Alright guys, we're at the second location. Now this one seems a little bit more muddy. The path is fairly long, but once we get through, the mission will be completed, and we can move on to whatever's next. If I remember correctly, this one's a little bit easier than that other one. The other one was a little bit more, not only steep, but had like thinner paths. So, as you've seen, like a little bit on the way up and the way down, where you're stuck in between that tree, or inches away from falling down the rock face, or you know, situations like that. You don't have as many of those situations over here. There are some where you can get pretty close, but I feel like that other one was a little bit more difficult. Watch me say that and mess up. That'd be my luck. But so far so good. I believe we're a little bit over halfway there already. As you can see, there are some rocks in the path trying to pop you up and over and make you lose your balance, but just gotta keep on moving through. Try to ignore those, and once you do, you get to the top. And that'll be the next task complete. With that being said, though, we're gonna stop here for this episode. Thank you for giving me your time. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next episode. Thank you.
I'll fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently, thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes undone.